Pokemon X, Hardcore Nuzlocke, normal types only. It is so weird. Right before we started today's bingo, I opened one pack of Chaos Rising and I pulled a Xerneas. And guess what? We're watching a Pokemon X video today. It's like it was meant to be. Literally. Also, it's a Flygon HD video. We haven't done a Nuzlocke reaction in a while, but I was like, you know what? It sounds really, really fun. And Flygon's videos are always so good.
Who would win in a fight between a mongoose and a dinosaur?
A mongoose and a dinosaur? Well, it depends what dinosaur, you know? There's many dinosaurs from big to small back in ye old ages. Do you guys know that dinosaurs used to have feathers? Like, what's up with that? Who do they think they're fooling with feathers? What are they doing with feathers? Don't be ridiculous.
Which furfro trim is the best? What the?
Oh, hold on. Okay, let's do an action. Let's give an actual answer to this. Which is the best furfu trim? I like the Egyptian one down here. Actually, oh, bottom left. No, this green one's really good though. Is there a purple one? Not really. I like the top hat one. The top hat one is proper dapper. But I also like the Egyptian one too. I'm gonna go top hat.
What the hell kind of animal is Jigglypuff based on? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you probably didn't understand them. But you may also be entitled to compensation, including and absolutely limited to the consumption of this video completely free of charge. Normal Pokemon are
I get to watch this video for free? Can you believe that Flygon HD makes Nuzlocke for us that we can watch for free? Like, I just don't believe it. It's such good value. Incredible. And that's why I'm subscribed to Flygon HD, which you can tell from my bingo board. And if you want to play the bingo, you can. Links in the description. Every time we hit bingo, I'll be giving the chat 5 gifted memberships. How many will we get today? I'm assuming 4.
Everywhere in France. In the grass, in the skies, in the walls. It's a real problem. And I'll be using them to beat a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon X. My first encounter awaits on Route 2, and there's actually 4 possible options here.
You can get Zigzagoon there? I did not know you could get Zigzagoon there. That is news to me. I feel like the best encounter here is, it's not Fletchling, because when you evolve it, it's not normal type anymore. Oh wait, Bunnelby gets huge powers, doesn't it? Oh my god, I forgot Bunnelby was one of the very few huge power users. Oh yeah, but okay, Bunnelby's huge, air quotes. It's also good for the bingo. We have Pidgeot here, which could be Mega Pidgeot. Actually, I think Mega Pidgeot is Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, isn't it?
Though for this playthrough, I'll only be able to use the...
Oh, it's a hidden ability for Diggersby. No! Diggersby, no! Earthquake, don't hit him below. You don't let your enemy know. Anyone watch the Pokemon Cypher 2013? No?
The first normal type I find on any given route. Here, it's Raccoon the Zigzagoon. Sorry, Pidgey fans, but you'll have to get your thrill.
Dude, Pidgey's head is huge in this. I'm sorry. Bird heads are not usually this big. Bird heads are usually quite small because they have tiny brains.
From some other video. This channel's been Pidgey-free since '93. Besides, who needs Pidgey when we got Bird the Fletchling? Not enough excitement for you? Well, what about Rabbit the Bunnelby from Route 3? Or B...
Rabbit? Oh, yo, that reminded me of Rabbids. Did you guys ever play the Rabbids game? The Rayman Raven Rabbids and all those Rabbids games? Do you think that Rabbids and Minions have like an eternal war? Like a Warhammer 40k level eternal war that never ever ends? It's just the bone-crushing progress of destruction in the Minion and Rabbid civilizations.
For the Bidoof from Route 22? Yeah, this is the type of quality team that you can only get in Kalos, baby. Though sadly, 2 of my 4 All-Stars have to head to the box for the fight against the first gym leader, Viola. See, Pokemon X and Y are what some experts call easy games for stupid.
Anthony Fauci! Is this what he was doing before COVID? X and Y are easy games for stupid babies. Seriously, Pokemon X and Y are so easy that I'm pretty sure the game apologizes when you take damage. Every 5 minutes, another friendly NPC appears to give you a free gift. A free Pokemon, a free Mega Evolution, a free item, and possibly a free mortgage. Ooh, wish I could get my hands on one of those. Great region, great music, great Pokemon, but if difficulty were a Pokemon type, X and Y would be immune to it. Ooh, absolutely slammed.
With babies, which means that in order to make at least a Nuzlocke of these games feel challenging, we'll be using the anime rule. In other words, for all the gym leader fights, my party size will need to match that of my opponents. So since Viola only has 2 Pokemon, it's all up to Raccoon and Bird.
Okay, I feel like Raccoon and Bird's got this though. I feel like that would be like an easy Zigzagoon situation. I actually like this idea too. You can only use the same amount of Pokemon that the gym leader has. That's a pretty cool rule.
Pretty special TV show. Well, I don't think it'd be special at all. I think it'd be an ordinary show.
Oh, man.
Bird needs just a few pecks to kill
That was
Surskit
good.
without
You
taking any
forgot the
damage,
jokes.
but Vivian is another story. Thanks to the defense boost from Harden and consistent chip damage from the trapping move Infestation, I'm afraid Bird isn't long for this world.
Wait, really?
Or so
Oh, never mind. I was going to say, surely Bird is all right here. Surely.
I thought. Never doubt Bird, for there is
All right, that is a deathless gym battle. Mark it off in your bingos, folks.
nothing that he can't do. A turn away from death, he takes out Vivian to win the battle. Man, just imagine how much better life would be if birds were real.
I miss Twitter. Can I say it? I miss Twitter so much. Wait. So we're implying that if birds were real, we would also be able to fly. If they were real, which they're not. This is going on so much longer than I thought it would. Oh. Wait. Flygon, watch out! Fly, your name's Flygon! Make your Flygon! Go down! Just, yeah, it's a three-dimensional space. Go down! Down! You can go down. You don't have to go forward. You can just go down! Or up! Ooh.
A brand new
That's tough. Hey, it's a good thing it didn't take out the engine, though. Do you guys know that plane can survive on one engine? Poor Flygon. Can't believe he's dead now. I miss him so much.
shiny gym badge means that it's time for more encounters. And, oh, you hear that? It's the Beaver Beat. The universal sign for beavers to take their ultimate final forms and celebrate with dance. Bird would be joining his semi-aquatic friend
I love the Beaver Beat.
in evolution, but
Does that count as one death? What does Flygon's death count as one death? You know, it means Pokemon death.
sadly, Fletchinder is not a normal type Pokemon, so tiny he shall stay. As I was saying before I was interrupted by the Beaver Beat, it's time for more encounters.
I was hoping it would come back there, to be honest.
Poodle the Furfro, Rabbit 2 the Whismer, and Goose the Zangoose all join our woodland animal squad. I try to catch a Kecleon, but Beaver lets her intrusive thoughts win. Sorry, not plural, her intrusive thought. Beaver is a special individual. Now, even though Snorlax does count as an eligible encounter, much like Bachelor contestants on Sex Week do with their individual rooms, I decide to forego this Taylor Frankly Paul ridiculous early game encounter to
What? No Snorlax? Oh my god. Oh no. He failed. He failed the encounter because of a crit. Well, I guess, you know, these bingo spots are supposed to be for, like, the Pokemon of the player so that the deaths, you know, so that the crit KO is like a crit KO is your Pokemon. I mean, I didn't specify that, but I feel like it would be annoying to write it on all of them.
give some of our other normal types a chance to shine like the bright and beautiful burning balls of gas they are. On Route 9, I mount Rhyhorn and back that ass up until I encounter Liz the Helioptile. Common misconception, but Liz is actually short for lizard, not Elizabeth.
Wait, what? Guys, I just found out. Do you guys know? The Queen died.
Don't believe the British propaganda. After all, you can't spell Elizabeth without L-I-E. There's
Oh, maybe she's not dead then.
also the potential to find a Kangaskhan in Glittering Cave, but since those maternal marsupials can be quite difficult to catch, I decide to hold off for now. Plus, we shouldn't need her to blast through Grant and his two prehistoric rock types.
Wait, does Babarrel just hard carry this the entire start of this run? It does, right?
All we need is
Babarrel's just kind of amazing.
for Goose to fire off some rock smashes that kill Amara and cripple Tyrant before
Ooh, easy.
Poodle comes in for the finishing blow. Good
Oh, oh my god, Furfur is insane.
girl, Poodle. Good girl. How come you never say that to me? What, good girl? Yeah, because you're a boy? And also, that would be weird. I guess you're right, but I think my point is that sometimes it would be nice to feel like you respect. You know what else is nice? The ability to rip real graded cards online thanks to the sponsor of this video, Arena Club.
What? Okay, I put my hands up. I have used Arena Club. In the past, I have.
Sponsored by Arena
I
Club
have.
before,
I'll say
so
I have. I've done it.
As long as somebody doesn't interrupt me.
I liked gambling.
Arena Club is an online marketplace where you can buy digital packs of quality graded trading cards starting at just $25.
Is that sponsor on the board?
But these aren't NFTs.
We don't have sponsor on the board. Am I stupid? I'm an idiot. I'm a big dumb idiot. I'm so sorry.
These are real cards that you can hold in your real human hands. Any card you want for yourself, you can have shipped directly to your house, like I did with my special illustration Venusaur EX.
Wow, that's really good. Wow, that's a really cool
Top
card.
5 Kanto starters for sure.
That is so sick.
You can also choose to store your cards in your personal online showroom where you can trade and sell with other users, or you can just sell the card right back to Arena Club instead. And Arena Club is committed to transparency, which is really important to me. Cards are graded and come with cert verification numbers that you can use to look up that individual card. Plus, every slab pack gives you the exact odds of pulling different cards so that you can make an informed decision for yourself about whether each slab is worth your money. Not even the official Pokemon company gives you transparent hit rates. The Arena Club experience is a lot of fun, so if you decide that you'd like to give it a try, you can get 20% off your first slab pack
20% off
card by heading to arenaclub.com/Flygon and popping in the code Flygon. As always, please know your own limits and be responsible when making purchases.
True,
Thanks
very
so much
valid,
to
true,
Arena
yes.
Club for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to the challenge. In Geosenge Town, we run into Korrina, who challenges me and my normal types to a fight against her 2 Lucarios. A seemingly troubling proposition, though things aren't quite as bad.
Nah, you got the barrel. Ooh, wait, yeah, a lot of normal types on this team of normal types. This could prove a bit
How
tough.
they seem. We call that the reverse 2026.
Oh, I made myself sad.
See,
So guys, what's your favorite Futurama clip? Like, I've got to have like a top 2. The neutral clip and the one where Farnsworth's on the phone and he's like, "Oh, so how is he then?" "To shreds, you say." "Well, what about his wife?" "To shreds, you say." Dude, Futurama was actually gold. So good.
Power-Up Punch is Lucario's only fighting.
Oh, wait, hold on. He has Diggersby. I'm gonna mock off uses Diggersby because he has Diggersby. So that's kind of like the same. Wait, I wonder if Pyro's gonna get used. You'd imagine Pyro would be used, but I guess if you don't get it in the areas where you can get the encounter, then it's a lot. Oh, where can you find Pyro? Apart from the first route at the start, there's a Litleo encounter. I can't remember if you can find it anywhere else, though.
Type move, and since Rabbit, who evolved by the way, can use Bulldoze for the 2-shot,
And we have a full team of 6. Boom. Mark that off on the bingo as well.
there's not any real danger. Well, actually, I am worried that after the second Lucario's first power-up punch, a priority feint might be enough to kill Big Chungus. So just to be safe, I switched to Beaver, who's so blissfully unaware of the world around her that she completely ignores Lucario's boosted attack stat.
Unaware is such a good ability. Maybe top 3 underrated abilities. Number 1, Water Bubble. Number 2, Unaware. I will fight for Water Bubble as long as I live. If Water Bubble has no fans, then I am dead.
Allowing for a safe and easy KO with her own Bulldoze. So that's Korrina defeated. It's a good thing that fighting types won't be an issue for the rest of the playthrough. What? Oh, right. I have to fight Korrina again for the 3rd gym badge.
Oh no! Well, it's a good thing he seemingly dodged that one random fighting type user in Glittering Cave. Is it Glittering Cave or Reflection Cave? That has, for some reason, a really strong Halucha and a really strong throw. That battle would be a run ender in and of itself.
Though at least we can get another encounter to help out with. Ah! Sorry. Staravia is just so intimidating. Now that Beaver knows Yawn,
Valid.
I also head back to Glittering Cave where I catch Kangaskhan with a classic 1-ball HG capture. I guess.
Okay, so we could see Fake Out being used. I just bit my tongue. Ow.
This is technically a kangaroo, though it's quite clear that Nintendo has never seen the cinematic masterpiece that is the wildly mismarketed Kangaroo Jack. That airplane
I think I have seen that.
bathroom scene went double platinum in the Flygon HG household.
Oh my god. Something doesn't smell right here. Look at it!
No, I'm looking.
Yeah, something doesn't smell right because then you're in an airplane bathroom. Oh my god, I swear. There might not be a more disgusting place. Actually, you know what? No. You know what is the worst place to go to the bathroom or to go to the toilet? A swimming pool. It is. Even just thinking about it makes me so uncomfortable. Every time I go swimming, that is the part that I dread the most. Because you don't know what liquid you're standing in there. And everything is wet and squelchy. And you know there's going to be toilet paper on the floor. And the last time I went to one, there was just poop everywhere. I had to get changed. It was the only one that was open, the only like stall that was open. So I went in, it was like, ah! Sorry, we need to move on.
You see, it's funny because poop. On Route 12, I catch Cow the Miltank, and here's a sentence that no one has ever uttered before.
A good leader. Wait, hold on. What is what did that say?
I catch Cow the Miltank, and here's
a good leader doesn't tell the herd where to go. A good leader walks confidently in a random direction in hopes everyone follows. Miltank's on the board, folks.
Sentence that no one has ever uttered before.
Uttered, you say? It almost sounds like an intentional pun, though I imagine it is.
Actually hoping for a chatot.
Boring.
That foul.
Nah, child's like, I guess like Boom Burst and Char. Is Char still good in this game? I don't know.
Mouth foul would have made for a great addition to our squad as we face off against Korrina's gym trainers, who can often be more challenging than the actual gym leader herself. I'm talking bulky throw with revenge, sturdy sock with counter, belly drum Hariyama, and even a powerful Heracross, though that one is simple enough for my flying type. All in all, my team does
Yeah, how is he doing this
pull
gym?
through thanks to some techs like Eviolite on Bird again.
Oh, Eviolite. Good idea. Huge. Very, very smart.
Fake out from King.
Fake out. We got fake out. Let's go. Wait, I know I put it on the board. There we go. Boom. Marked off in your bingos as well.
Rue and Poodle's Rocky Helmet combined with his fur coat ability that halves the damage of physical attacks. Still, this
You get Rocky Helmet this early on in the game? What?
gauntlet around the roller rink is not without its fair share of close calls. But eventually, we face off against the safety-conscious queen herself, armed with 2 birds and a poodle. She'll never know what hit her. Korrina sends out her lead me.
Wow, brought the fletchling into this fight? That is some trust you put into the fletchling. Does Story have no roost? I feel like that it needs no roost, right?
And Poodle gets to work by pumping out returns. They're not quite at full power. Like any self-respecting girl boss, Poodle's love has to be earned, but they are enough to burn all of Korrina's healing items and get the KO with only a little bit of lost HP. The masked luchadora takes the
Poodle is incredible. I mean, fur coat is just genuinely so fantastic, especially in the early game. It's just ridiculous.
field second, and you know what they say. You gotta fight fire with birds because birds don't melt.
That's true. I've never seen a bird melt before. You guys ever seen one? I put a chicken in the oven, didn't melt. Guess what? It cooked.
Unfortunately, even with the Intimidate and the Eviolite, Halucha's neutral flying press does a solid amount of damage, and our aerial ace does not. Well, technically, it does do more than Halucha's flying press, but
I mean, oh, do you die in the next one? Yeah, you might die in the next one, to be fair.
it's tragically not a 2-shot, and we are slower, Bird again is in big trouble. Or is he? See, Halucha's second flying press will leave Bird again with a sliver, so if I go for Endeavor, I can bring her down into the red and then take the kill with a priority quick attack.
Fantastic, unless she's got more potions. She did use one earlier on the battle, but she could have
It's
more.
brilliant. Except Halucha goes for a power-up punch, so Endeavor doesn't bring our foe low enough to be in range to a quick attack.
Ooh. Well, I mean, it is stab, so it could be. Maybe.
Stupid pass Flagon. This is a classic case of overcomplicating things. A second aerial ace would have done exactly what I needed it to do and even given me a chance to crit for the immediate KO. All around a boneheaded play, and now I'm gonna pay the price. On the
I think it's time to sacrifice Fletchinder.
switch to Poodle, my punishment is swift as a critical hit brings her down to an inch of her life. And our Rocky
Ooh, okay, we got red HP. It was a crit, but it didn't KO.
The same to Lucha. I've got to switch again, though, this time to the OG Bird, and thankfully, he barely survives to eat his Oranberry and flex dominance over Korrina's ace.
Wow. This truly is an anime battle. How else would you see a fletchling beat the third gym leader? Just like that.
Taking the KO with a quick attack. But that still leaves our foe's Calvin Klein
Oh my god, there's... Oh no. Oh no. That we did get berry used on the bingo.
And with all 3 of my Pokemon knocking at death's door, things are looking bleak. I realize that I have exactly 1 out, and it's a long shot. I can roost with Bird to recover some HP and drop his flying typing so that Machoke's Rock Tomb only does neutral damage. With a
You're not really... Oh, but your speed's going down as well, though. It's not ideal.
bit of luck, this will be enough for him to want to go for Power-Up Punch instead of a Rock Tomb on the following turn, but it's
Where did he get those 2 extra arms from? How did he get that?
not. So after doing some solid damage with a critical hit Aerial Ace, my sweet baby Bird gets crushed by Machoke's second Rock Tomb.
Well, you know, it lasted a lot longer than I thought it
And
would.
like so many great warriors before,
And that's not the only thing that'll last longer than you think it will. Gamer subs will too, dude. When you get a tub of these, it's like 100 servants. It's ridiculous. It lasts so freaking long. You can get caffeinated or caffeine-free, depending on your preference. And you can use code Patterrz. You can use code Patterrz to save money on your purchase as well. So make sure to do that, Marika. That is also 2 spots on the bingo. We got 1 death, and we got death to a fighting type.
for him, he becomes nothing but a memory that I will do my very best to honor. Bird's death means that Bird again can finish off Machoke with his own Aerial Ace. So we've won the battle, but the war rages on. And
Oh, we also got death in a rival or gym battle too. Ooh, that was a big
have
one.
much to do before we can finally rest. From here, every breath we take and every move we make, every bond we break, every step we take, it'll all be for Bird. The level cap may have barely squeaked up, but it is enough for Bird again to evolve into his final form. Now that is an intimidating Pokemon.
Okay, so what we're saying is the grass type gym's just completely owned, right? Like, it's not even going to be a consideration anymore, is it?
He obviously shops at Hot Topic, and I'm not sure if I can think of anything scarier than being inside of a mall in 2026. And with Bird again's newfound power, there's very little that the Kalos City's grass-type gym leader can do. Ramon might honestly be the most forgettable gym leader in the entire series.
I thought his name was Ramos.
His Pokemon suck, and Blaine has already cornered the market on old bald weirdos. A pair of giant garden shears is not a substitute.
Oh, do not throw it like that, buddy. You are not dexterous enough to be able to catch that. You roll a nat 1 on that catch and you're going to impale yourself in the eye.
For a personality, and Weepinbell is not a viable challenge for the 4th
He's that forgettable. That's true. He's that forgettable. We just don't know his name
gym
anymore.
leader in a game where at
Ramune. Romulus Damulus.
this point, you are guaranteed to have a mega f***ing Lucario. Also, his name is Ramos, not Ramon, and he's the gym leader of Marine City, not Kalos City. I lied to make a point, because be honest, you didn't notice.
I did! I put my hands up, yeah? I feel proud of myself now. I bet not many people got that one.
And hey, if you did, gold star for you.
Yes! Let's go! Oh my god. That's so exciting. Oh, no one's ever given me a gold star before. Oh wow. What do I do now? What a great day.
You can redeem your digital gold star using the QR code on screen now.
Wait, I can't. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hold on. I'm gonna scan, open, passcode. Okay, it's opening like a link. Oh, look, it says, congratulations, a Flygon HG viewer knowing who Ramos is. Let's go! Yes! Oh, what a great day. I feel so accomplished. I can't wait to tell my mom and dad.
In Lumiose City, Prism Tower is back up and fully aglow in Parisian beauty, so I soon find myself facing off against Pajama Sam for badge number 5. Unfortunately for him, Big Chungus makes this gym fight just as trivial as the last. Without powerful electric-type attacks, his Pokemon pose little to no threat, and victory is ours faster than you can say Poppy picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Poppy picked a peck of Poppy picked a peck of pickled peppers. She sells seashell on the seashore. I'm not the turkey plucker on the turkey plucker's son. I'm only plucking turkeys till the turkey plucker comes. Round the rugged rock, the rugged rascal ran. Boom, done.
True story, by the way, she has many talents. Now, before leaving Lumiose City for good, we've got to do something important. Something I should have done a long time ago. Visit Frazier Furfro to give Poodle a haircut. French editor, please confirm that I pronounced that perfectly. Not to go on too long of a tangent here, when have I ever been known to do that? But
Nah, go for the hat. Go for the hat one, please. The hat one. Oh, the hat one, though. So much better.
If there was any doubt as to the completely underbaked nature of Pokemon X and Y, look no further than Furfro's 9 different trims, all of which are purely aesthetic. Why Furfro does not have a signature move
Fur Fury? That honestly would be really cool.
that changes type and or effect based on its trim is one of life's greatest mysteries, but it's a completely wasted opportunity to give this Pokemon some type of niche.
That is a really cool idea, honestly. You can make it any type. That is a really sick idea. It would also keep fur coat too.
Or like identity or anything. And I have to imagine that if Furfro was released even a single generation later, things would have absolutely been different. All this to say, justice for Furfro. But with Poodle's new doodle, we find ourselves
Furfro is a really interesting Pokemon because it's like giga overpowered early game, and then it's like very, very terrible later on. It's just one of those like middle ground single stage Pokemon that don't really last the whole time.
face to face with the Route 14 fight against
Yeah, the trims are temporary. Why are the trims temporary? Like, are we really gonna introduce realism into my dog grooming in my Pokemon game? In my incredibly niche part of a single Pokemon game, we're gonna have realism? Well, technically, if you groom a dog, eventually it'll go back to being raggedy and scraggedy. Well, yeah, but also Charizard's not real.
Korrina, well established to be my personal kryptonite for reasons I can't quite explain. In this playthrough, though, I gave Serena the fighting type Chestnut as her starter since I reasoned that he would be the most dangerous for my normal types. But I was wrong. He doesn't even know a fighting type move. It's actually crazy how
He has Bite and Needle Arm. That can't be his only move, surely.
Delphox can be and how terrible Chestnut is by comparison.
Did he purposefully give the rival Chestnut to make the game harder? I love how Flagon's like taking every opportunity possible to make the game harder.
Quad flying type weakness is
I respect it. I would be scared
a
too.
hell of a drug. En route to Lumiose City, Liz finally learns Volt Switch at level 40.
Well, why is level 40 and not evolved yet? It's a stone evolution, right? Do they really not let you evolve this thing until after level 40? It's like you don't get the stone until like way later.
So this is the perfect opportunity to evolve her with the Sunstone into the speedy and surprisingly powerful Helioptile. Also, not that it really matters
Sorry, if he did say that, I apologize for missing that. I'm sorry.
much, but Rabbit 2 evolves into Exploud, which might be the first time in one of my videos that a Whismur has lived long enough to reach his full potential. FHG historians, please fact check that. Now, the 6th gym leader, Valerie, is a bit of a tricky nut to crack, like one of those pistachios that's
Oh, okay. Wait, he's waiting to learn Volt Switch, so you don't get it. I guess, yeah, it's a stone evolution, so you don't learn. I always thought it's weird that you still don't get level up moves after you evolve if you're a stone evolution. Like, why is that? What is it about having a stone evolution that prevents you from learning level up moves? Like, trade evolutions still learn level up moves. Evolutions with items still learn level up moves. Why stone evolutions? I don't understand.
pretty much fully closed and you can't get your little fat fingers in there to weasel it open, so
They're so annoying. Like, I love pistachios, but there's nothing more annoying than trying to get into one and it's not opened enough yet. So you try and open it and then your fingernails are kind of pulling. It's like, it's really uncomfortable. And you're like, ow, that kind of hurt a little bit. And then you just don't get the pistachio. Why are pistachios so hard to eat? And why are they so delicious at the same time?
you have to just bite down on it like a savage Neanderthal, desperate for an ounce of sustenance before the incoming harshness of winter wipes out half your tribe.
Wait, well, I never thought about eating it. Or not eating the shell, like you spit out the shell, obviously. But I've never thought about just like biting it. Oh, that's a really good idea.
None of my Pokemon resist her Pokemon Stab Fairy type moves, and Goose is our only one that can learn Poison Jab, which is the best chance at dealing super effective damage. Well, other than against Valerie's Mawile, whose secondary steel typing means that we can nail her with Kangaroo's super effective bulldozes. Leftovers recovery keeps us healthy enough such that when France's #1 sex pest, #2 sex pest, comes in, we're at nearly full HP and free to deal solid damage with returns, as Mr. Mime simply sets up Reflect and Valerie uses her 2 Hyper Potions. I switched to Goose on the last turn of Reflect so that she can take the kill with the Poison Jab, but she's already well below 50% as the powerful Sylveon comes out last for Valerie. So I swap out to Kangaroo, who can deal solid damage with Fake Out before then bringing in Beaver.
Fake Out is such a good move. It's like so stupidly
Who's
good.
got Modest Bulk and a Citrus Berry to survive Sylveon's onslaught, such that we can put her to sleep with a Yawn and deal some minor damage with Surf. Hopefully that's enough for Goose to rip a Barb Boost
All right, we got Sleep or Poison on the bingo.
Poison Jab And it is. Badge number 6 is ours.
Nice. Good
Though
job.
I do have some devastating news. Turns out that Poodle loses her haircut when she goes in the box. What, so I gotta pay for a new haircut every time Poodle comes in and out of the box?
No, don't do it. This is just big dog grooming trying to get you to shell out more and more money. This is ridiculous. Quite frankly, it's disgusting. It's planned obsolescence. What we need is a fur-through perm. One that doesn't go away. We need to give them perms instead. And don't give into that propaganda from big dog grooming, big fur-through grooming that says, oh, if we perm the fur, it'll cause health problems. No, don't give into that. They're just trying to get more money out your pocket.
That's some absolute bullshit. A clear scheme between the Collusion storage system and Frazier Furfro to drive up profits by increasing repeat business.
That's what I'm saying.
Protest and stand against Big Poodle.
We do. We need to protest. Where do we go? I know the French are really good at protests, and they love it. The French love nothing more than a croissant and a protest.
Connection is undeniable as
what I
is,
hear.
but I decided to dive deeper and expose this scam with hard evidence. See, in Lumiose City, I went to the archives building and requested the filings for Furfro Finances LLC, the company behind Frazier Furfro. In these filings, I found that in addition to the current owners, another company called Cass Capital had a majority stake in Furfro Finances LLC. So
Okay.
I looked up Cass Capital and discovered that it's a private equity company with fingers in
Ugh, private equity. Ugh, patooey.
all sorts of different small businesses.
What? They got the dog grooming, they got the taxis, they got the boutique. What's all these blanked out businesses that we got here? What's these ones? They're not selling islands, are they? They got Rydell Cycles, hotels, Delibird
Not
Presents.
just in Kalos, but in other regions of the Pokemon world as well. Lumicab, Boutique Couture, Rydell Cycles, Hotel Ionia, Delibird Present.
They have what in the UK?
The list goes on and on. And who, pray tell, is the CEO and founder of Cass Capital?
Oh, no, it's got to be someone called Cass, right?
Why, it's none other than a man named Cassius, who just so happens to be in charge of maintaining the
This guy is in charge of all of the businesses? I'm keeping the PC box running. What?
Pokemon storage system in Kalos. Boom. Case closed, it's textbook collusion. But
This is straight up corruption on levels we've never seen until up till last year where corruption became legal.
that's not all, because I did a little more digging and discovered that Cass Capital is actually just a subsidiary of a much larger private equity company called Billstone.
Bill, no, not Bill, no. No, Bill wouldn't do this. No, not Bill.
Owned by Bill
No, Bill! I was trusted you to draw 2 cards from my deck.
and Steven Stone. And these guys don't just stop at
But they're already
buying
rich.
small businesses. Their majority investments include damn near everything in the Pokemon world, from Silphco to the Battle Frontier to the various Pokemon leagues, and even to a company called United PokeCare
What? Okay, we need to do something about this.
that
Luigi!
is solely responsible for the creation and maintenance of every single Pokemon Center in the world. 2 men control almost the entire world economy, opening up the potential for untold levels of corruption, and no one is doing anything about it. Unfortunately,
Sounds pretty close to real life.
I have more pressing issues of my own, so all I can do is send my findings to someone I trust and
Alpha@SEALTeam6.gov. Wait, is this like the lead up into another SEAL Team 6 video? Because that would be such a cool way to lead up to it.
continue with my own journey. So after clearing through some extensive Team Flare bullshit and once again trouncing Serena's Delphoxless team, I'm tasked with facing off against the penultimate gym leader, Olympia. In a full display of her power, Liz disintegrates our foe's lead Sigilif with a super effective Thunderbolt. The same could be done to Slowking, but instead, I opt for a parabolic charge such that on the following turn, I can take the KO with a Volt Switch,
I'm honestly surprised that Volt Switch got the KO there. Slowking's really especially defensive usually.
letting me freely bring in Kangaroo as Meowstic comes out last for Olympia. She outspeeds, so her fake out goes before ours, but it barely matters thanks to Leftover's recovery. Mamaroo also eats a Psychic like it's nothing, so after using Bulldoze for the speed advantage, all it takes are a few turns of Kangaroo chomping down on the kitty cat to win us the battle.
I can't believe they made a Mega Meowstic and just made it worse Alakazam. Why do you think they did that? Why did they do that?
Nikki would be proud. Of course,
Why did they give it the same ability as Alakazam? I just don't understand why they give it the same ability. There's so many abilities. Not even like Psychic Surge. Like, I realized that might have been, like, ridiculously powerful, but, like, Summit, that'd just be different.
Now, right on time, here comes Lysander to announce that Team Flare is gonna commit global genocide. Nice, man.
It's not even like they got lazy, because it's not... Like, they could, I would assume that the programming and ability is just as easy as doing another one. They purposefully made it worse than Alakazam. Like, it was a conscious decision. It's not just like, oh, I'm just going to randomly generate an ability. It's like, okay, we have these 3 abilities we could give it. Let's give it the worst possible one. I just don't understand it.
And thanks for the heads up. What follows is the standard 3 nearly back-to-back-to-back fights with them. The first 2 of which are barely a passing thought, since Liz can pretty much solo Lysander's entire team. But the final showdown for all the marbles is a bit trickier, least of all because of his Mega Evolving Gyarados. And I really want those marbles. First,
whoa. Whoa. I didn't know it. I didn't know it had Dragon Balls like that.
is Mian Chao, and since he sees a kill with high jump kick, we can just protect for massive crash damage such that our Thunderbolt now gets the KO. Then Pyroar comes out, so with a Volt
Unfortunately, this does not count for uses Pyro. I wish it did, but it does not count.
which I can do really solid damage and safely shrug off a Fire Blast thanks to Beaver's secondary water typing. She also baits Hyper Voce, which grants a free switch back into Liz, who now gets the second KO with a second Thunderbolt. Then we of course zap Honchkrow dead, leaving just the Gyarados, who does of course Mega Evolve into the Water Dark type, thus preventing an easy KO.
Surely Mega Gyarados lives
Instead, Volt Switch does another massive chunk, letting me bring in Bird again, who's immune to Earthquake, who shrugs off an Outrage, and can retaliate with a super effective close combat.
Let's go, Staraptor! At least Mega Staraptor's good. Like, I'm just glad that one of them is good.
Simple stuff.
I mean, I'm not really a Meowstic fan. I was just confused.
The world is safe, at least from any non-private equity-based exit.
The world is safe as a town, like, disintegrates in front of us.
Essential threats.
We did it, Patrick! We saved the town!
So next stop is the Rival Bridge Gauntlet featuring Shauna and her Delphox. Though Shauna is no Serena. She's a transparent downgrade.
I honestly thought they had the same name for like the longest time. I genuinely could not tell the two apart. Okay, I could tell the two apart design-wise, but like name-wise, I couldn't tell you which one had which name.
In every way. Kangaroo kills Delcatty, Bird again kills Goodrow with a U-turn so that Rabbit is at full HP as Delphox hits the field, and then all he needs to do is shrug off a Psychic and rip 2 Bulldozes for the clean KO. And continuing down the steep rival pyramid of respect, next up is Tierno. Liz kills Talonflame, Bird again kills Staraptor, and Poodle of all creatures gets maybe her first late game KO by taking out Crawdont. Good girl.
Let's go!
Poodle. Good girl. So finally, we have Coconut Head. Somewhere Rob Pinkston is sitting on a gold
There's nothing wrong with his lovely ginger locks.
line of a lawsuit. Rabbit deletes his
Damn, he does have like the Justin Bieber cut from like 2013. Do you remember how like every like teenage boy used to have that JB cut, where they had like the sweep across and the long kind of helmet hair?
rodent cousin, Bird.
I mean, now the modern version of that is like the broccoli hair, where it's just like all broccolied up. But back then it was the JB trim.
Again, Brave Birds the crap out of Florges. And then I learned that Misty Terrain actually does not prevent confusion in Gen 6. You'll learn something new every day. This
I also did not know that.
makes things a little annoying because Aerodactyl also seems to forget that Supersonic only has 55% accuracy, but eventually Liz can switch back in and take
It's so annoying when they forget that too. It's like, come on, check it, check the accuracy number. Come on.
the KO with her iconic Bolt of
Oh, confusion on the bingo. We got confusion. Oh, if we get 2 more deaths, we got ourselves a bingo right there. We are getting there. Slowly but surely.
Thunder. Among Us jump scare. Now, you may have noticed that we haven't actually gotten any new encounters since before the 3rd gym badge.
What? Really? Goodness me. Holy. Go on, catch like a tongue, please.
This is because, 1, normal types are very front-loaded when it comes to regional distribution, and B, because the normal types that have been available since defeating Korrina are bad. Just what any self-respecting trainer needs, a Watchog encounter in the 7th gym split.
This is worthless.
But all that's about to change because in the winding woods of Route 20, I welcome a brand new teammate. Round Thing the Jigglypuff.
Okay, that's not... I didn't think it'd be Jigglypuff. Okay.
Part fairy-type Pokemon has
What is good about Jigglypuff?
the potential to be very, very useful. or stay in the box forever. That's the Jigglypuff special, but either way, Round Thing evolves into Wigglytuff. And here's a twist I bet you didn't see coming. Rabbit 2 not only joins the squad for the fight against Wulfric, but he's also my lead. How else am I gonna almost one-shot in a
Yeah, he's got fire type
bomb
moves.
of snow with a quad-effective flamethrower? Now, you might
Flamethrower. Happens to the best of
think
us.
that this is an example of how cooked Exploud is as a Pokemon, but it's actually
Cooked, all right. It's gonna be cooked in a second, am I right? Wait, it didn't
a
live.
good
Wait, I mean, it did live?
thing that we miss out on the KO because it burns Wulfric's 2 Hyper Potions.
The fact that it's living this is insane to me. It's quadruple effective.
And look,
And it's 95 base power flamethrower too. Is Exploud that worthless?
after the second one, Rabbit 2 actually high rolls for a clean KO. What can't he do?
Wow, okay. It's like it was planned from the very beginning. Yes, I knew I wasn't going to kill, sir. Yes, no, sir. I planned that the whole time, actually. It was to burn the potion, sir.
MVP. Oh, Triagonal? Yeah, no thanks, we're out. Poodle's got this one, using a held person berry to shake off a Confuse Ray exactly as the hail stops, letting us rip a massive return on the following turn before Wulfric
Goodness me, that was a lot of damage. I know that Cryogonal doesn't have good defense, but goodness
elects
me.
to set up another bout of hail. So with a U-turn, Cryogonal falls, and Beaver takes the field as Wulfric sends out his ace. The idea here is that Beaver completely ignores any curse boosts thanks to her unaware ability,
Huge. God, Unaware is so good.
all the while ripping moderately powerful surfs. It ain't the most efficient
I think Cryogonal did live on 1 or 2, so I'm going to mark it off. But if I mark that off, then I have to mark off crit KOs. Go on then. I'll mark it off. Fine. fine. I'll mark it.
way to deal with Avalugg, but it's more than enough to get the job done, earning my hardworking animals the 8th and final gym badge. Best part of the game right here. Whee! So after some
I just think it's so crazy there's no guardrails on that. Like it looks incredibly fun, but my God, if you, it's a slide. Like you just have to slide a little bit off when you're like Mario on that one slide level where it's like you just die instantly. And then the penguin's like, you fell off, you stupid idiot.
exceptionally flawless matchups against Serena and the various veteran trainers on Victory Road, we've made it to the Pokemon League. This is where Round Thing could put in some serious work, most notably against Drasna and her dragons, but at the same time, you kinda gotta dance with the ones that brought you. So Round Thing remains a bench warmer as my final team consists of Bird again, Rabbit, Beaver, Sweet Poodle, Kangaroo, and Liz.
Hey, it's a good setup. I am surprised there's no Pyro.
Let's see if they've got what it takes to honor Bird's sacrifice and make it to the end.
All right, if we get Deathless Elite 4, then we get a bingo there. If we get 2 more deaths, we get a bingo there. If we get Deathless Champion and 2 more deaths, we get a bingo. So we have plenty of opportunity here to get a bingo. Also, if we get a Para or a Freeze, that is a bingo as well. So there's plenty of opportunity here.
Like with gym leader fights, the anime rule states that I'm only allowed to use 4 of my 6 Pokemon to match the teams of each member of the Elite Four, and I need to choose what my team will be in advance of said fight. For example, against Seabold, I choose Bird again, Kangaroo, Beaver, and Liz, though, we really only need Liz, cause she just kills all 4 of Seabold's water types with a single Thunderbolt apiece.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Not the best argument for Pokemon battles as an art form, but all 3 of the other members of the Elite Four will be at least a little tougher. Wickstrom is my second opponent, and his lead Klefki can use a priority prankster Spikes before Rabbit gets the clean KO with a soft sand boosted Earthquake.
Dude, it doesn't even have huge power. Oh my God.
Aegislash is second, and the plan is to use Protect to bait him into changing to his frailer blade form so that we can get another clean kill with another Earthquake. But
Smart.
Wickstrom instead opts for a King Shield, which fails, meaning that I now need to risk Rabbit to a critical hit Sacred Sword since our attack doesn't kill Aegislash in his bulky shield form. So, Sacred Sword comes out, and
You're
Rabbit
fine.
lives.
You're fine.
A third
You can tell by the way the HP bar goes down if you're gonna live or not. Yeah, you're right.
Earthquake gets the KO and Probopass comes in. Unfortunately, he has Sturdy, so the Chubby Bunny's job is done. Kangaroo comes in on a Flash Cannon, uses Fake Out to break the aforementioned Sturdy, and then just barely gets the KO with an Earthquake of her own. Scizor is last, so after doing some chip with another Earthquake, I simply switch to Bird.
Dude, I mean, you can say what you want about the Elite Four. They had some banger music in the Elite Four, though, didn't they?
Again, and rip a massive Skyplate boosted Brave Bird for the KO. 2 down, 2 to go. So now it's time for Drazna, and without Round Thing, we don't have the best answers to her dragon types. Or do we? See, Kangaroo can actually learn Outrage, and with a Draco Plate, it does do enough.
That feels like pretty scary to use, though. Just ripping a straight Outrage.
To one-shot Dragalge. But after that, Draudigon will come out and will be locked in. And since the Unovan Curmudgeon is a bit bulkier, it's possible that our Outrage low rolls and he lives to rip a super effective Revenge, which, if it crits, will kill Mama Roo.
Not good for the bingo.
But those are some pretty low odds, so we'll be fine.
Oh dear. You know what? They say foreshadowing is a literary tool, but I feel like this is the anti-foreshadow. This is bringing up a possible problem to circumvent your expectation that the problem will occur by having the problem not actually occur.
Outrage does indeed kill Dragalge, but...
Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, uh-oh. And that's not a power or a freeze either.
Well, the poison damage means that now Draudigon can get the KO even without a critical hit Revenge once you also factor in Rough Skin Chip. So Kangaroo really needs to get this kill.
Come on.
And
yeah, good job, Kangaroo.
thankfully she does. Altaria is next, and since we're confused from fatigue, I gotta switch out to Beaver, who proceeds to start ripping Ice Beam.
How does confusion from fatigue work? Like, say you're just going absolutely rapid crazy, punching like a punching bag. You're just like really laying it in this punching bag and you get really tired. You don't get like confused. You're not like, oh my God, I think I'll hit myself in the face now. Maybe you're throwing fists so quickly that you just don't notice that one of your fists has turned around and smacked yourself in the face instead.
Unfortunately, her skills lie more in the wood chewing sector than in the firing beams of ice sector, so we're gonna need 2 hits, and Altaria immediately connects with a Sing to delay our KO. Nevertheless, we eventually wake up and take the kill, leaving Drazna with just her Ace Noivern. But fortunately, Liz is just a skosh faster, and after coming in on a Dragon Pulse, we can rip the 2 Thunderbolts needed to get the KO. Sure, this risks a high roll critical hit, but I've learned to trust Liz with my life. Or with her life. She's never led me astray. And neither has Rabbit, who's my lead for the fight against the final member of the Elite Four, Malva. All he needs to do to deal with Pyroar is hit a Bulldoze for the speed advantage, and then an Earthquake for the kill.
Okay, we're getting really close to a bingo here, folks. Get yourselves ready. If there's no deaths here, we got ourselves a bingo.
Talonflame, though, and she's pretty scary. The problem is that I can't know if she's going to use Brave Bird or Flare Blitz here. Brave Bird is a safe switch to...
I love how all of the moves in this video, whenever a move has popped up, that there's been like some kind of like a little tagline that goes below it. Like, it's not the move effect. It's just like the editor or Flagon just thinking of something to put there.
Liz, and Flare Blitz is a safe switch to Beaver, but Beaver can also survive a Brave Bird, whereas Liz cannot survive a Flare Blitz. Our Dry Skin giveth and taketh away. So off to Beaver we go, and I win the coin toss as Talonflame does only a small amount of damage, made even smaller by Leftover's recovery. Protect gets us back even more HP on the next turn, and then, now that I'm properly baiting Brave Bird, I can switch to Liz, who is just barely fast enough to snipe down Malva's ace with a Thunderbolt. Torkoal comes in third, so Liz does the only...
Is this even a drought Torkoal?
...thing she does other...
It's not even a drought Torkoal. What are we doing, man?
Then click Thunderbolt to deal a solid amount of chip while also bringing in Beaver on a soft Earthquake. A Surf then adds another to Beaver's kill count, and all that remains is Chandelure, who does cause some minor annoyances with Confuse Ray, but eventually it's Rabbit who gets the final KO of the fight.
I don't get it. Why didn't Malva just Mega Evolve her Chandelure? Is she stupid? I think she might be stupid.
And of the Elite Four.
There we go! We got ourselves our first bingo of the day with a Deathless Elite Four. Congratulations, everyone! Boom, there we go. Our first 5 gifted from me. It may be the only bingo. It depends. It depends. If we get Deathless Champion, that doesn't actually get us a bingo. But if we get 2 deaths in the champion, that does give us a bingo. So really, 2 deaths for the bingo is preferable. But I guess we'll see.
Which means we've made it to another entry of this channel.
Honestly, 2 deaths and a para would be like crazy for this.
Greatest tradition, the paper puppet showdown versus Diantha. These are so stupid and
Proof I can be the next game person. Oh, damn well! Thank you so much for the 10! Thank you, what a legend! Seriously, here, always thank your gifter. We appreciate our gifters so much. Without the gifters, there would be no bingo. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is greatly appreciated.
I love doing them so much. So in a world where Hollywood is getting flooded with AI slop, I humbly present to you the last true bastion of American cinema. Out of respect, please silence your cell phones for the duration of the film.
Okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait. This is going to be really, really good. I mean, I just saw Obsession, and now I'm going to watch an even better film.
Unless you're watching this on your cell phone. Then obviously don't do that. Diantha leads with Halucha, and unlike Korrina's, this one is going down without a problem. A single Thunderbolt from Liz takes the KO, baiting in Gudra with Focus Blast. Or should I say Focus Miss?
God, who's the director on this? They are so talented.
Because after Volt switching out to Bird again, that's exactly what happens. So with a single Brave Bird, we
Oh, wait, is that a miss? That was a miss, right? Boom! We got miss on the board as well.
demolish the friend-shaped pseudo and bait in Diantha's head-smashing Tyrantrum. But this is a job for Poodle, who comes in via U-turn and uses his perfectly trimmed fur coat to shrug off the head smash like it's nothing. Well, not nothing, but it's still pretty impressive. And thanks to the damage from Recoil, Rocky Helmet, and another U-turn, Tyrantrum is almost at death's door as Rabbit comes in to tank head smash number 2. That Recoil leaves Tyrantrum with the tiniest of slivers, so Diantha heals, but it's fruitless. Rabbit's Earthquakes are enough for the 2-shot, forcing Diantha down to the back half of her team. Aurorus is next, and living up to Diantha's reputation of the franchise's softest champion by a country mile, she flubs both a Blizzard and a Thunder on Beaver, letting her
Double miss? Oh my goodness, Aurorus, what are we doing here?
take the KO with just a few surfs at full HP. That means that the final Pokemon before our foe's Mega Evolving Ace is Gourgeist. So it's off to Bird again, who could easily take the kill with a Brave Bird. But I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of chip with U-turn to bring in Kangaroo on a Seed Bomb. Then I rip a super effective Shadow Claw, which is never enough to kill. And that's a good thing because Gourgeist takes the opportunity to go for Trick or Treat, a move that gives Kangaroo a secondary Ghost typing, which now grants us the same type attack boost on our Shadow Claw.
Oh my god, what an idiot. What a stupid idiot Diantha is. Oh my days.
It obviously doesn't matter much for the Haunted Vegetable. We take that
Now that means, dude, that's gonna be such an easy KO on God of War now, right?
No problem.
It's
But
normal
guess
Ghost type.
who now has a guaranteed one-hit kill on Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. That's right, it's the Ghost type Mamaroo. So with one last Shadow Claw, the
Oh my god. That is
Bride-to-be
ludicrous.
goes down in one fell swoop, winning us not just the battle against Diantha, but the entire run.
Let's
X and
go!
Y playthroughs are so much fun, even though these games have some pretty idiotic design choices. But the rich regional decks is certainly not one of them, and this challenge let me play with some Pokemon that I didn't even know were in Kalos. I was a huge fan of getting to use Kangaskhan especially. This might actually be the first time that's ever happened. FHG historians, back to the archives you
Kangaskhan
go.
is
As
genuinely
always,
so
thank you all
good.
so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Or don't, I don't know. But stay tuned for more Nuzlocke content, and until then, remember to always play around the critical hit.
Well, that was absolutely fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic, Flygon. Thank you for a wonderful, fantastic video. Make sure you subscribe to Flygon if you haven't already. Also, by the way, if you don't know, twitch.tv/Patterrz is now an always on 24/7 live channel with all my videos, all my best videos playing constantly. So if you need background noise, if you need something to fall asleep to, twitch.tv/Patterrz is the place to go. It is just always on and you know what to expect.